welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today I'm here to show you my monthly favorites, everything that I loved throughout the month of August. I've got beauty, skincare, controversial lip product, so if you enjoy this type of video, be sure to subscribe, but let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I think I've actually showed in at least one other favorites, but I continue to use it, so much so that I've actually hit pan, and that means it's serious. So this is the newly reformulated Maybelline Superstay Hybrid Powder Foundation. I use the shade 312 and I love this. I don't really use it as a powder foundation. I have reviewed it just as a powder and I will link that down below, but I just love this to set my face. It adds some matte-ness, adds a little bit of coverage, especially on top of a lot of the lighter coverage foundations that are happening lately, and it definitely helps my makeup wear longer. Just because some of the products that are out right now can be natural and sort of wear off the skin a little bit faster than, say, like a full coverage foundation, I'm telling you, this is such a good powder, and it's drugstore. Although drugstore prices are creeping up there, but still cheaper than Sephora. Now I have two blushes next, and neither of them are peach. Gasp. Okay, who knew I had the capability to love blushes that weren't peach, but I've really been trying to like step outside of that and I've gotten kind of more into berry blushes. So this one from Laura Mercier I've really been loving. It's one of their blush color infusions in Very Berry, and the shade looks quite deep, but I think on the skin it looks really nice. It's what I'm wearing today, and I think it just gives a really nice pop, and it's very complementary to the warm tones that I like to wear on my eyes, along with like nudie peachy lip colors. I think it goes really well together. It's a nice sort of satin finish. There's no shimmers or anything in there. And then the other that I've been loving is from Dior. They extended their like rosy glow blushes. They initially only had the pink and kind of the apricot, which neither of them looked great for my skin tone. They looked a little chalky, but this one is in the shade Cherry. And again, it looks very, very bold in the pan. Beautiful packaging, has the embossed Dior on it. It's just like a gorgeous experience outside of the makeup itself, but the actual makeup itself is very good too. I find this lasts on my skin really well. If you're the type of person who you feel like blush fades away on you, this is such a good formulation, and this kind of color is good as well, although it, like I said, it looks intimidating in the pan. On the skin it looks really great. I've used it in a couple of videos recently, so you've probably seen it in action, but it's kind of got this reddy, corally kind of thing going on. So really so beautiful. And then to my surprise, I'm actually a huge fan of the new Benefit mascara. And I know people love Benefit mascaras. I'm not really the hugest fan. Like up until this point, if you had asked me my favorite Benefit mascara, I wouldn't really have an answer for you. It's not that I didn't like any of them. They were all fine. They were all good. Found them a little bit difficult to remove because I'm not really one for like needing a mascara that really sticks on, but there was none that I would find myself like continually reaching for over and over again. But this one I've continued to use. It's their newest, although I will say, like, I don't think they needed another mascara. They like have a million, but I guess maybe that's just what they do. This is the Benefit Fan Fest mascara. And the difference between this one and a lot of their other ones is it doesn't have the plastic bristle brush, which is generally not my preference, and I feel like gives me too much length and not enough volume. I feel like this gives me a good balance of both, and I've really, really been enjoying it. So props to Benefit for finally making a mascara I like, because it's all about me. Then let's talk about these controversial lip products. Okay, if you've seen my, I did a YouTube short about these, which now has like climbed to over 1 million views, and it's, I would say, like a 60-40 split of 40% of people are like, I love these look great, super interesting, and then the other 60% is like, they're all exactly the same. And like, I understand that, but what I don't understand is like, okay, there's a lot of things on my desk here, is the energy is not consistent. Because for example, CoverGirl, remember I did a lip swatch video on these from CoverGirl? They came out with 12 of them. And these are pretty much all exactly the same, like very slight differences. And again, I get it, it's a drugstore versus a high-end. And I don't think anybody needs, maybe I should say what they are. I don't think anybody needs, you know, more than say 2 shades of these MAC Squirt Plumping Gloss Sticks. But I have to say, I find them incredibly unique. I love them, and I've been reaching for these 3. These are the 3 that I really like and have been using over and over. People also, in my opinion, were cracking them for views and to like hop on the thing. I'm like, if you're really a beauty guru, you should be able to figure this out. But I digress. I like these on their own. Very simple if I have like a light makeup on. I think they look good, add just a little bit of color. Again, no one's saying that these are like all completely different, and I don't think that, again, anybody needs more than one or two of them. They're really nice over nude lipsticks. They're nice on their own. The formula is just like juicy and looks so nice on the lips. They have a little bit of a cooling texture. Your lips end up looking a little bit more plump, but it's not actually a plumping. So I've been wearing Amped, which is the pink, Hazard, which is the orange, and then Heat Sensor is probably my favorite because it just, again, gives this little flush of color to the lips. So I think they're very interesting and very unique, but to each their own. Spend your money how you like. Then moving on to skin. My skin has been very unhappy for the past 2 months. So I've been reaching for pimple patches a lot, and I tried these recently. They're from the brand Hero. They're new to Canada. They're available at Walmart and Shoppers Drug right now. These are the surface ones, so they're like a big patch, but I honestly just cut them into like, I can get like 4 or 5 patches out of it depending on, and that's how I use it. I find, like, I have a pimple here, you can see it's already come to the surface, but it looked like it was going to be an under the skin one. It brought it to the surface in a day. It got even more overnight, and I have to say these are some of the best pimple patches I've ever used. I find them to be very effective. They really stay on the skin well, and they also have a type that is called invisible, and you really can wear those out, and I feel like people wouldn't really notice, although I just wear my pimple patches out and I don't care anymore. I think we've accepted that as a society, but these are some of my favorites that I've ever tried. Then I also tried this serum, and I know people have talked a lot about copper peptide in skincare before, but I haven't dabbled in it that much, and you'll notice it because it's blue. I believe the copper is, but this is from Biossance. It's the Squalane Copper Peptide Rapid Plumping Serum, instant hydration with hyaluronic acid and pericress. I have to say, the next day after I used this, I feel like my skin looked better, and I'm very acne prone right now. My skin is like dry, but it's sweaty, but there's acne, but whatever. And my skin just seemed a little happier the next day. So I've been using this a ton. It's also great because it is just a light hydrating serum, so you can use it day or night under makeup with your acids, just on its own, whatever it is. And I have to say, I'm just so impressed with this and really loving it. And then in also keeping with these sort of simple skincare, because I've been trying not to do too much to my skin and not focus on like too many harsh ingredients, and just really try and hydrate my skin, keep it simple. And another serum that I love is the Vichy Mineral 89. It only has 11 ingredients in there. It's so light, watery, hyaluronic acid. Well, they've come out with a cream, which I think is really exciting. So this is the Vichy Mineral 89 72-hour moisture boosting cream. It's fragrance free. So great for more sensitive skin. It is a cream, but it's not like a rich cream. It's got a great texture, so I think even if you have oily skin, you'd still like it. I think this is good for any skin type, and it's just a really great, simple hydrator, but I say simple in the best way because I think sometimes we have the ability to sort of overdo it with ingredients or acids or whatever it may be. If you're just trying to simplify, do something good for your skin, this is it. The ongoing battle with my hair continues. I'm getting there. I feel like it was growing for a while now. I feel like it's stopped growing. But anyways, I recently tried the JVN Nurture Intense Hydration Mask. This is a little bit of a smaller, I think, travel size. Made with clean, hemi-squalene, silicone-free, sulfate-free, color-safe, and vegan. And then they also use, what is this called? Aluminum packaging as opposed to packaging as opposed to plastic, which is supposed to be more reusable and better for the environment, which I didn't know. But I have to say I was really impressed with this. I haven't tried a lot of JVN products, but this has a really nice, thick, good texture. The scent is like, it almost smells like a face cream for a more mature woman, but not in a bad way. I like it. It's kind of like fresh, a little bit florally, and I have to say, of everything that I've tried from JVN so far, I think this is my favorite. I know I tried the oil as well and I like that. I've been using the spray leave-in, but a spray leave-in is never my favorite. So I have to say this really does act like a good hydrating mask. It gave a lot of slip to my hair. I could detangle it really easily, and I was impressed. And I actually met JVN about a month ago, and they were so nice. I haven't met a lot of celebrities, but of all the celebrities I've ever met, I felt like they were so warm, so welcoming, so lovely, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, impressed. But if the mask sucked, and I would still say it. But anyways, anyways, those are all of my favorites this month. Be sure to let me know down below what you are loving this month. And as always, if you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!